On the Champ de Mars in Paris, France, stands the Eiffel structure, a wrought iron tower with latticework. It bears the name of Gustave Eiffel, an engineer whose business planned and constructed the tower. As the focal point of the 1889 World's Fair, it was built from 1887 to 1889 and locally known as La Dame de Fer, French for Iron Lady. Its design was first criticized by some of France's top artists and philosophers, but it has since evolved into one of the most recognizable buildings in the world and a global cultural emblem for France. In 2015, 6.91 million people climbed the Eiffel Tower, making it the world's most popular paid entry attraction. In 1964, it was proclaimed a monument historique, and in 1991, the Paris Banks of the Seine region was included in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The tower is the tallest building in Paris at 330 meters, 1,083 feet, or roughly the height of an 81-story building. Its square base has sides that are 125 meters, 410 feet, in length. The Chrysler Building in New York City was completed in 1930, overtaking the Eiffel Tower as the tallest man-made structure in the world. The Eiffel Tower held this record for 41 years throughout its construction. It was the first building in history to be taller than both 200 meters and 300 meters. In 1957, a broadcasting aerial was added to the tower's top, making it 5.2 meters taller than the Chrysler Building today, 17 feet. The Eiffel Tower, after the Millau Viaduct, is France's second tallest freestanding building, transmitters excluded. Restaurants are located on the first and second levels of the tower's 3 tourist levels. The topmost platform of the top level is 276 meters, 906 feet, above the earth, making it the highest public observation deck in the European Union. To go to the first and second levels, tickets can be purchased for the escalator or elevator. Over 300 stairs separate the first level from the ground level, and another 300 steps separate the first level from the second level, for a total of 600 steps in the ascent. Although there is a stairway leading to the top floor, a lift is typically the sole way to access it. The weight of the Eiffel Tower's puddle iron, worked iron, is 7,300 tons, and the lifts, stores, and antennae have added another 1,002, bringing the total weight to roughly 10,100 tons. If the 7,300 tons of metal in the structure were melted down, it would only fill the square base, which is 125 meters, 410 feet, on each side, to a depth of 6.25 centimeters, 2.46 in, assuming the metal's density is 7.8 tons per cubic meter. This illustrates the construction's economy of design. In addition, a cubic box, 324 m, 125 m, 125 m, around the tower would hold 6,200 tons of air, which is almost as heavy as the iron itself. The top of the tower may move away from the sun by up to 18 centimeters, 7 in, depending on the surrounding temperature as a result of the metal's thermal expansion on the side that faces the sun. An Anglo-American bar and 3 restaurants, French, Russian, and Flemish, were originally located on the first level. The Flemish restaurant was transformed into a 250-seat theater after the fair ended. The first level's perimeter was surrounded by a promenade that was 2.6 meters, 8 feet 6 inches, wide. An open-to-the-public modest apartment allocated for Gustave Eiffel to host guests, complete with period furnishings and lifelike mannequins of Eiffel and some of his prominent guests, was located at the top of the building along with laboratories for various research. In order to host 4 competition winners at the UEFA Euro 2016 football tournament in Paris in June, an apartment was built on the first level in May 2016. The apartment includes a kitchen, 2 bedrooms, a living area, and views of the Seine, Sacré-Cœur, and the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Throughout the tower's history, various changes have been made to the lift configuration. Each lift in regular operation takes an average of 8 minutes and 50 seconds to complete the round journey, with an average of 1 minute and 15 seconds spent at each level due to the elasticity of the cables and the time needed to align the cars with the landings. 1 minute is often required to move between levels. At the base of the east and west legs is a tiny museum that features the original hydraulic system. Public access is frequently limited because the mechanism needs constant lubrication and repair. Visitors may view the North Tower's rope system when they come out of the elevator. To match the color of the Parisian sky, the tower is painted in 3 tones, lighter at the top and darker near the bottom. It was originally a reddish-brown color before becoming Eiffel Tower brown in 1968. Berhakim and Champ de Mars Tour Eiffel are the closest metro and RER stations in Paris, respectively. The tower itself is situated where the Pont d'Iéna and the Quai Branly converge. Since the tower's construction was finished in 1889, more than 250 million people have visited it. There were 6.91 million travelers in 2015. The tower is the world's most popular paid monument. Every day, 25,000 people climb the tower, which can lead to lengthy lines. 58 Sierra Leonean Leone's Tour Eiffel is located on the first level of the tower, and Le Jules Verne, a fine dining establishment with a separate lift, is located on the second level. In the Michelin Red Guide, this restaurant is given 1 star. From 2007 to 2017, Alain Ducasse, a multi-Michelin-starred chef, oversaw its operations. It will be run by 3-star chef Frédéric Anton beginning in May 2019. Jules Verne, a well-known author of science fiction, is responsible for its name. At the very top of the Eiffel Tower, there is a champagne bar. When it was finished in 1889, the Eiffel Tower was the tallest building in the world. It held that title until 1929, when the Chrysler Building in New York City reached its highest point. The Tokyo Tower eventually surpassed the tower as the tallest building in the globe, although the tower still holds the distinction of being the tallest freestanding, non-guide construction in France. Since 1993, 70 years after Gustave Eiffel's passing, the tower and its picture have been in the public domain. A French court determined in June 1990 that the unique lighting show that was installed on the tower in 1989 to commemorate the tower's 100th anniversary constituted an original visual production that was copyright protected. In March 1992, the Court of Cassation, France's Supreme Court, upheld the decision. The tower gained 18.7 m in height when a television antenna was originally added to it in 1957. 61.4 feet. A further 5.3 meters, 17.4 feet, were added during construction in 2000, bringing the height to its present 324 m, 1,063 feet. The Eiffel Tower stopped broadcasting analog television signals on March 8, 2011. Since the start of the 20th century, radio transmissions have been made from the tower. Up until the 1950s, aerial wire systems connected the cupola to anchors on the Champ de Mars and Avenue de Suffren. These were linked to modest bunker-based long-wave transmitters. A permanent subterranean radio station, which is still in operation today, was constructed next to the South Pillar in 1909. On November 20, 1913, the United States Naval Observatory and the Paris Observatory, utilizing the Eiffel Tower as an aerial and an aerial in Arlington County, Virginia, respectively, exchanged wireless communications. The transmission's main goal was to calculate the longitude difference between Paris and Washington, D.C. Today, the Eiffel Tower transmits radio and digital television transmissions. For its countdown to the year 2000 event on December 31, 1999, the tower was outfitted with flashing lights and strong searchlights. The lights were turned on for the final 3 seconds of 1999, beginning at the bottom and going all the way to the top to welcome 2000 with a massive fireworks display. On the first floor, an installation is set up over a cafeteria to remember this occasion. The tower's searchlights made it a landmark in the nighttime sky of Paris, and 20,000 flashing lamps gave it a sparkling aspect for 5 minutes every hour on the hour. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more facts videos if you liked our video.